God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I got. God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. One more time. God is my source. God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. For all my blessings. God gives me everything. God gives me everything. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God is giving me all right now everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Good morning. It's so lovely to see all of you here. My name is Michelle Cole, and I'd like to welcome you to our Unity Center of Cedar Rapids. We appreciate your presence here in our spiritual home and the energy that all of you bring to this community. Thank you so much for joining us. We welcome our live streamers and invite you to know that we are connected heart to heart and soul to soul. Please know that we are here to support you on your spiritual journey. We would like to extend a warm welcome to all of our guests today. Be sure to take a look at our welcome brochure to learn more about UnityCR. If you are newer here or if you need to update your contact information, please fill out the guest survey, scan the QR code now, or place the paper in the offertory basket near the end of the service. But thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again. Welcome. Today, we are delighted to welcome Reverends, Doctors, Bil and Cher Holton, who actually prefer that you just call them Bil and Cher. As ordained Unity ministers and co-founders and Spiritual Sherpas of the Global Center for Spiritual Awakening, they create a safe space where folks who choose to be more spiritual than religious can come together to search, share, question, and grow. They call their work MetaSpiritual, which combines evidence-based science, faith-based spirituality, metaphor-based understanding, and experience-based psychic studies to help folks walk the spiritual path on positive, practical, prosperous feet. Welcome, Bil and Cher.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you.
And we are very excited today also that our guest musician today is Alex Hoffner. And Alex will be sharing his beautiful clarinet playing with us today. We also would like to thank our band for being here today, our UCR band led by Nina Swanson and joined by Angela Dooley, Tom Zimmerman, Don Oliver, and Ben Fashionpar. Okay, now we would like to invite our children to join our youth and family ministry teachers. So let's bless our children together.
You are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
Thank you. Now, if you please stand for our invocation and opening song.
There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in me. God the good, God the good, God the good, omnipotent. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I can feel God's loving presence everywhere, and I am filled with joy profound. In a world where many miracles abound, in the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed, and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. What a wonderful feeling to finally know that love is mine wherever I may go, to see the world with open mind, to believe that grace is here and life is kind. In the garden of my soul, I am
What a wonderful way to start the morning. Thank you so much to our band. Okay, we have a few announcements this morning, and to start with, we have our Ministry Minute. I'd like to ask Vice President of our board, Brian Mahon, to come forward and talk about community connections.
The Community Connections team is the team within the outreach ministry that coordinates unity efforts with entities in the community for different events. And one example is currently the Everything for You race against breast cancer, which is taking place on October 5th of this year, and Unity is putting together a team to participate in that. And if anyone wants more information on that, you can talk to Susan Liddell. She's the contact person. Right now, the team does not have a team leader, so if anyone would be interested in stepping into that role, we'd be happy to have you. You can talk to me, or you can talk to Kevin Krumvita. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Just a couple additional items about community connections. We have a special events team that kind of coordinates some of our events here within our facility and within our congregation. Community Connections is actually our arm that reaches out to connect us to the larger community. So as Brian mentioned, especially for you, Pride Fest, there's other activities, but we are currently looking for someone to help lead that ministry team. A couple of other announcements. We have brunch today after service. But then as soon as we're done with brunch, come back here to the sanctuary where we will be joining Bil and Cher for the first of our 4 prosperity workshops. YOUniversal Prosperity explores the myth many people have been taught about what prosperity means and how to achieve it. As we explore the core areas of health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom, we deep dive into each one, focusing on what it means, how it impacts achieving total universal prosperity, and lots of very specific how-tos to implement. And I do think I was actually supposed to read that it explodes the myth, and I said explores. So we're going to explode that myth as we explore the truth. Another announcement, Tuesday, August 26th at 6:30, you can join Rachel Pinnell and Ashley Schragi for True Tuesday. This group is now returning back to their fall schedule and will meet every Tuesday at 6:30 here at our center. And then I want to dive a little bit deeper into what Brian was talking about with community connections. Have you joined our Unity team for the Especially For You race against breast cancer? I'm not seeing very many hands go up. Okay. All right, well, really quick, let me show you this. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the oohs and ahs. Okay. Hold this up here so you can see it while I talk about it. Okay, well, you can join our Unity team, but you need to do it soon, very soon, please. You can walk with our group. You will get a t-shirt. Just to clarify, this is this year's shirt color. Your shirt, if you join our team, will actually be long sleeve, and it will have our UnityCR logo on the back. But team registrations are ending this month, so you need to sign up by Sunday, August 31st to get the discounted rate and to get our logo on the back of your shirt. Now, for those of you who might not be aware, I do want to mention that this is a very important cause for our community. Many people do not access critical screening services, and so the funds raised through Especially for You actually help our neighbors, our friends, our family members who are unable to afford those critical screening services for breast and uterine and ovarian cancer. So please see Susan if you have questions. Sign up for our UCR team. Another announcement. Are you an artist and or a crafter or both? Reserve your table today for our first annual Arts and Crafts Fair. We have a wonderful postcard here that you can take with you as a reminder with a QR code to register. You can see Ruth Geary or Barb Buchanan for more information. And this first event is going to be held on Saturday, October 18th and Sunday, October 19th. Thank you, Ruth and Barb, for bringing this wonderful event to us. And even more exciting news, can you feel the energy in the room today? Okay, we are getting ready for our annual UnityCR fundraiser. And this year's theme is prayer, peace, and prosperity. It will actually run from September 10th to September 21st. And you might be wondering, wow, 12 days. Okay, well, here's why. It starts on Unity's World Day of Prayer, which is actually September 10th through the 11th, and culminates on the International Day of Peace, which is September 21st. The goal again this year is to raise $25,000 through one-time gifts and pledges that are made by September 21st. But good news, you can do it in payments if you'd like, and you have until December to actually fulfill the payments of your pledge. So this allows people 4 months to make payments and get that pledge taken care of. Now, the pledge, the $25,000 fundraiser is already in our budget, so we really need your support to keep bringing you all these wonderful activities and keep this amazing facility going. But we're also going to have fun while we're doing it. We have an exciting schedule of events and activities to help us celebrate. First, we will gather here at UCR to participate in World Day of Prayer, which has online events at Unity Village, and that will be on Wednesday, September 10th. There will also be prayer activities throughout the day on Thursday, September 11th. Some of these activities include things such as a drum circle, a labyrinth walk, a peace pole rededication, even a tree planting, campfire song and cookout, and I'm sure, Kevin, that does not mean campfire, okay? We're thinking of the insurance, but we will be doing songs and a cookout. And we'll have even more exciting things going on throughout the 12-day event. We will also conclude the whole with a group outing on the 21st as a celebration of International Day of Peace with activities at CSPS on Sunday, September 21st. The scheduled events will be available online, and we will also have the scheduled events on paper for you soon. But please begin now by putting these events on your calendar. And please consider the prosperity that we have here in bringing not only prayer to our members, but peace to everyone that we touch, and help us in reaching that $25,000 goal. Now, if you have, thank you. I think.
I just want to give a lot of gratitude to the fundraising team that put all this together. Let's hear it for them.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, thank you to the Prosperity team who is organizing this fundraiser, as well as the prayer team who are helping to incorporate prayer into this. And speaking of prayer requests, today your prayer partner is Paula. And now we've got time for another congregational song.
So we're going to do a song called A World of Abundance, sung by a woman named Aria. I'm not sure if she wrote this or not, but the words to the this is the chorus words that I want you all to join us on. So Angela's going to sing through the chorus once, And then let's sing through the chorus again with all of you. And then we'll start the song with a verse by Angela, and she will do this when it's time for you guys to sing along with her. Okay, so let's all stand as you're able and join our hearts and our voices in song. Okay.
For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love.
Let's sing with her.
For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. I am so grateful for this life I have to live. Oh, and I am so grateful for all I have to give. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. I am so grateful, for I know my path is blessed by a love so full and graceful, I can trust in every step. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Now, will you please join me in saying our statement of purpose? Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We gather to create an experience of spirit. At UnityCR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path of spiritual living. Our mission is to provide spiritual awareness and share the wonder and joy of God's love. Our daily word for today is gratitude. Will you join me in our statement? Gratitude is my heart's song. Gratitude is my heart's natural response when I think of the best life has to offer. But sometimes, when I compare my circumstances to someone else's, or when I am distracted by negative thoughts or challenging situations, my closed heart may feel resentment rather than gratitude. I let the first twinge of resentment remind me to return to gratitude. I pause, I breathe, and I remember the truth of my being, knowing I am a unique expression of God. I open my heart and realize again the divine presence that is always with me. I mindfully reconnect with the indwelling life, love, wisdom, understanding, and strength that have helped me grow through even the most challenging experiences of my life, and my heart sings with gratitude. Our Bible verse today, I give thanks to you, O Lord my God, with my whole heart, from Psalms 86:12.
Have you ever played peekaboo with a child? What a way to start, right? Well, you know, if you've ever done that, it's kind of fun. And children love it. But let me give you a little hint from our experience. Don't ever play peekaboo with a child sitting in front of you on an airplane, especially if you're traveling nonstop to Los Angeles. It becomes tiring, then frustrating, and finally, just plain annoying. Well, that's how it was feeling to us as we were practicing the prosperity principles that we've been taught. And actually, the principles that we taught to others. It felt like peekaboo. Sometimes it looked like it was working, sometimes not. Sometimes we could see it, other times we couldn't. So it was like peekaboo. So we have a question to ask, and we'd love for you to be completely honest with us. Is that a deal? Okay. By show of hands, no guilt intended, how many of you have ever said at some point along your spiritual journey, I'm doing all the right stuff. Why aren't these principles working for me? And I just want to thank you. We want to say thanks to everybody who's honest, and notice that you're not alone. We have our hands up too, because it's important to recognize that something has been left out of the formulas that we've been taught. It doesn't always feel like it's working, and if it's principle, it always works. So we decided it's time to stop playing peekaboo with prosperity. And we literally stopped teaching prosperity totally until we felt we had a handle on what the real principles were and could share them with integrity and experience.
And just so you know, we spent over 5 years researching this. We've dug into the last 95 years of New Thought prosperity teachings. We've spoken to prosperity gurus from New Thought spiritual communities, religious leaders, and even more mainstream specialists in the field of prosperity. And we've researched some of the wealthiest and successful people throughout history, as well as those living today, to glean their prosperity wisdom. We got so excited by what we found that we coined a few new terms for our life work.
And any of you who work with us for any amount of time will realize that coining new words is something we love to do.
One new term describes our overall work. We called it a MetaSpiritual perspective, which is the marriage between evidence-based science, faith-based spirituality, metaphor-based metaphysics, and experience-based science. And we spell science P-S-I-E-N-C-E, that kind of science, which is the study of everyone's psychic abilities. Put these 4 perspectives together, and you've just expanded the bandwidth of your consciousness.
So, based on our prosperity research, we coined another term, YOUniversal Prosperity, which occurs when you align your human nature with your divine nature. So you can achieve a consciousness of abundant health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom. Now we spell that universal, Y-O-U, because it's about you, and then it's N-I-V-E-R-S-O-U-L, universal, because it's about your relationship with cosmic consciousness, which is the true ground of all beingness, manifest and unmanifest.
So take a deep breath, because this next piece is important. Everyone is the individualized life force of the non-anthropomorphic cosmic omnipresent divinity, the ultimate reality, actualizing through your universal divine nature as you in human form. We are all universal human cosmic beings. That's how Cher and I see it. Now, this individualized cosmic life force is our soul signature, your soul signature, your spiritual IP address. It's our timeless personal identity in the cosmos. Each one of you is what the individualized cosmic life force of cosmic consciousness looks like in skin school on planet Earth. Now, once you realize the truth of who you really are, you recognize that you deserve to experience universal prosperity, a harmony at the highest of all 4 key areas of your life: health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom.
Now, when these 4 areas are in harmony, we get that uninterrupted flow. And knowing this led us to explode some myths surrounding traditional prosperity teachings and reframe them into what we call universal prosperity principles, because we want these principles to work. So in our 4-session workshop, we actually dive into these at depth with lots of activities to help you integrate them into your life. But for this morning, what we wanted to do was just give you a sample, a taste of it, and share 3 of the myths that we've reframed so that you can take it with you and play with it a little bit, work with it in your own life, and notice the shift that you'll experience in your life once you begin using them. So, is everybody ready? Fasten your seatbelts, because we're going to run through these 3 and give you some really powerful information. Let's go.
Okay. Myth number 1, and you've heard this one before: fake it till you make it. Now, how many times have you heard it? Another correlated phrase with that is act as if. Now, while these glib statements are catchy and popular, kind of fun, they really are quite corrosive and dangerous for a couple reasons when you think about it. First, when we operate from a fake it mentality, we're messing with our authenticity and integrity. When we come from a place of faking it or acting as if, we're reinforcing a belief that we don't already have what we need. The other reason this is dangerous is that when people act as if, they can get into big trouble.
Yeah.
We know a few people who have ended up in serious financial trouble because they interpreted act as if and fake it till you make it to mean go out and buy a new car, a new house, spend a lot of money, and the rest of the money will come if you take the action. Well, people end up feeling like frauds and in deeper debt than ever before.
So here's our reframe for this. Get ready, because this is really cool. We changed it to say, faith it till you make it. Faith it till you make it. Do you hear the difference? It's one word, but it's a huge difference. This way, we can call forth the inner strength we need, that intuitive wisdom and dominion over the world of appearance. We can claim the principles we believe and use them to move forward with confidence and power. And think about it. We are unity. Faith is the basis of this movement that we call unity. In fact, you've probably heard this, but there's this wonderful story that we love about a time when Unity was in serious financial straits. They had bills that had to be paid. The bills were piling up. There didn't seem to be enough money. And it was that frustrating time. And the Fillmores did what they always do in that kind of situation. They called their staff together to pray about the matter. And one of the people on the staff, with all good intention, said, "Let's pray that the money holds out." And wonderful Myrtle, we love Myrtle Fillmore, she didn't even say it loudly. She whispered, "Oh no, let's affirm that our faith holds out."
Now, we're spending a little time on this faith principle because it's the heart of unity. So listen to this quote from James Dillard Freeman's book, The Household of Faith. Here it is. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore were a man and woman of faith. In the word faith is summed up the story of their life works and the story of unity. When you think about it, they did their works through faith. They soared beyond their works through faith. They were teachers through faith. They were healers through faith. They were builders through faith. They were overcomers through faith. Many, many times in the history of unity, they came to a place where it seemed that they could not go on, yet they went on through faith.
Isn't that powerful? But we want to do this again, and we want to take it deeper. We want to make it very personal for you. So we invite you, if you feel so inclined, to just put your hands over your own heart and listen to this reworded to be about you. So imagine this is you talking to you, and you're saying, I am a person of faith. In the word faith is summed up the story of my life and works. I do my work through faith. I soar beyond my works through faith. I am a teacher through faith. I am a healer through faith. I am a builder through faith. I am an overcomer through faith. Many, many times in my life, I came to a place where it seemed that I could not go on. Yet, I went on through faith. Wow. Can you just feel that resonate? So, universal prosperity principle number 1, reframed, is faith it till you make it.
Now that takes us to the next myth we want to bust this morning. We want to explode. But here it is. Do what you love and the money will follow.
Heard that one?
I'm sure you've heard that one many times. Well, this one is particularly troublesome because it holds a kernel of truth and yet has led to hordes of frustrated people who continue to struggle to pay their bills. Our first redo of this principle was to simply say, do what you love and the money will follow, depending on what you love. Make sense? But then we decided we should go a little deeper and be more helpful. And here it is. Here's our reframe. Do what you love and enduring happiness, life satisfaction, joy, a sense of fulfillment, contentment, and inner peace will follow. And if what you love provides you with the financial freedom to continue doing what you love, enjoy it all the more. However, if doing what you love doesn't provide quite enough money to meet your needs, be open to a variety of income streams that will help support your doing what you love. So you won't have to worry about money matters at all, and that really matters.
So, okay, we get it, that it's not as catchy as the one-liner. But you know what? It's a heck of a lot more accurate. And it will contribute to your universal prosperity consciousness in a whole new way. And now for myth number 3 that we want to explode. And we just invite you to take a breath because this is a big one. We may get some pushback. But the myth is thoughts held in mind produce after their own kind, also known as the law of mind action. And we know you're saying, what? Come on. This is another teaching that's become so iconic that we get bombarded with people just saying, no way, when we call it a myth. Our issue with it, because like all the others, there's a kernel of truth, but our issue is that people interpret it as saying, oh, if I think about this long enough and hard enough, it will just, poof, show up. Yikes. No wonder people try this and then they give up saying, this stuff just doesn't work for me.
Now here's our reframe, because we want you to have mind action and not mind auction. Here it is. Thoughts held in mind with feeling and emotion produce more thoughts of the same kind. Now this leads to an essence and tension because the more energy we give to thoughts, the more excited we get about something. Now, as you keep feeding the thoughts and adding more thoughts and energy, you eventually move into action to manifest what your thoughts are. Doesn't it make sense? And that leads to the universal principle of manifestation, which we will be diving into during our afternoon session with y'all. For now, we leave you with these 3 universal principles of prosperity to take with you and invite you to be at our workshop this afternoon.
So hopefully that wasn't too hard to take, having those reframes to things that you're used to hearing. We always like to end our sessions by sharing a spiritual adventure that you can try this week to help you stop playing peekaboo and instead experience uninterrupted prosperity. It's called Peekaboo, I Claim You. So think for a minute about the game of peekaboo and how you play it. All you're doing is covering your face with your hands and then doing the big reveal, like I was here all the time. Well, our abundant flow of health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom is exactly the same. We're covering it with our doubt, our fear, our misunderstandings and misinterpretations of the principles, with grudges and guilt and all those things we're carrying. It covers it up. So whenever you feel like your prosperity, either you individually, you as a spiritual community, if you feel like it's playing peekaboo with you, simply put your hands over your face and then say, peekaboo, I claim you. And then affirm your abundant, uninterrupted health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom as you walk the spiritual path on positive, practical, prosperous feet. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
And now we just invite you to join us in our meditation, allowing the truth of universal prosperity to resonate with your very beingness.
Okay, so find a comfortable position where you are. Settle into your space and gently close your eyes. And we know that closing our outer eyes takes us to that place where our inner world is the architect of our outer world, which makes our outer world the beneficiary of our inner realm. So take a slow, deep in-breath and release it as slowly and soothingly as an out-breath. Now feel the quiet stillness within you. With each breath, you are releasing what no longer serves you and making space for new possibilities. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, let go of any final thoughts or worries from the day. And just for these next few moments, give yourself the gift of being fully present.
And now with your inner eyes, turn your attention inward to the very center of your being, your heart space. Imagine a beautiful, sparkling wellspring of pure light. This light is the source of all your potential, your power, and your inherent worth. It is a wellspring of infinite abundance. This light is already within you. It's your universal prosperity, your highest potential for health, happiness, inner peace, and financial freedom. Can you see the light? Notice what color it is. Notice how bright it is. And as you look at it, just feel a deep sense of gratitude and knowing. This is who you truly are. And this is the source of all you desire to create. And now as you breathe in, imagine the light from this wellspring beginning to expand. It starts to fill your entire chest. With your next breath, it expands further, flowing down into your belly and up into your shoulders, down to your feet.
With each new breath, this beautiful, nourishing light fills more of you. It flows down your arms into the tips of your fingers and down your legs into the soles of your feet. You are becoming a vessel of this light, radiating with vibrant energy from the inside out. Now feel the light of health coursing through every cell of your body. Imagine it revitalizing you, filling you with energy and strength. Sense your body feeling renewed and ready to move with ease and grace.
And now feel the light of happiness bubbling up from your heart. Let it flow up to your face and create a gentle smile. Feel a lightness in your being, a sense of deep, unshakable joy that comes from within.
And next, feel the light of inner peace settling your soul. It's claiming still energy that soothes your mind and quiets any lingering doubt.
And finally, feel the light of financial freedom flowing through you. It's a vibrant energy of limitless potential. Feel the serenity and freedom that comes.
See yourself walking through your week, a beacon of this light, attracting to you all that you have just felt embodied and emboldened. Hold this vision with feeling and knowing.
And now gently take one last deep breath and feel the power of this knowing. You are complete, whole, and abundant right here and right now. Carry this feeling with you, and when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to this room. Take a breath. And with a soft smile, gently open your eyes as we celebrate. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Wow. That was incredible. Thank you so much for blessing us with that today. Okay, in time for our blessings of the offerings. So while the ushers are coming forward, we invite everyone to hold their love offering for a blessing. And we invite those of you online to make your contribution at UnityCR.org. We bless these baskets and the abundance that they are soon to receive. We see them as symbols of the potential available to all of us. As we participate in the sacred act of giving and receiving, we give abundantly, we receive thankfully, and we give again generously. Please join me in our offertory statement. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
In case you were wondering where Angela went, she didn't ascend. I mean, her body is still here. She is doing a service at her mother's church. Her mother has passed away, but at her mother's church in Belle Plaine. So every summer they bring people in, and that's where she went to. So I think that's the right thing. Okay, here we are. So we're going to take her place. 2, 3, 4.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is. God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is.
Thank you, Paul. It's time for the blessing of the offering. Freely we give and gratefully we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these tithes, gifts, and offerings to the will, the work, and the way of the Christ as expresses through this ministry of love and service. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. You want to turn around? Okay, we'll have you both turn around and face the. Thank you, Paula. And now we'd like to have a blessing for our prayer intentions. We surround these members of our spiritual community who made known their prayer requests with our loving thoughts and prayers. We affirm and know that each person is blessed with wisdom and discernment, health and wholeness, and prosperity in good measure. We release these requests, trusting that all is well. Amen. Just one more really quick reminder that after service, which is obviously in just a few minutes, please join us for brunch in the community room. And then after brunch, come back here to the sanctuary for our prosperity workshop.
Let's all stand and join hands if you like or not, and sing our wonderful peace song. And I just want to say that when we sing, "Let there be peace on earth," we are not begging a man in heaven to give us peace. We are proclaiming, like in the Bible, "Let there be light." We are saying, "Let there be peace." It's a proclamation, not a request. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Now for our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us.
God,
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever I am, God is.
As well. Oh, what should we do? God is my source. Okay, can you get on the drum? Yeah. Okay.